This is your Weekend Insights. Danielle Noyce here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. We talked about Saturday snow in this morning's video update, but we're going to break it down here as well. Saturday snow will wind down late afternoon to early evening as the intense cold arrives. Dangerously cold wind chill values by tomorrow evening and night. The cold does ease next week, particularly after Monday, with some melting refreeze cycles, with temperatures that will top out in the 30s much of next week. Now, the country on the whole is quiet for our Saturday. The one exception right here in New England, the cold coming straight out of the poles, funneled in between this high and low pressure center. See this little line on the map? That's what we call a trough, a little wind shift. And the placement of that will help to focus some steadier bursts of snow tomorrow late morning, Saturday late morning to early afternoon. Notice the cold air too streams in. Record cold highs from upstate New York, even down into the mid-Atlantic. Will swing through New England with the coldest spot in the lower 48 during the day on Sunday. Some record cold high temperatures possible in western New England. At the same time, look at the warmth building in the central United States. Believe it or not, record warm high temperatures by the time we get to Monday in some of the central and northern plains, with highs that will top out in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even some 80s down across southern Texas. We will get a modified form of some of that relatively milder air that comes into New England. All right, let's time things out for your Saturday. Yes, the morning, areas of snow, widespread. Notice the only exception really across central and eastern Maine. And these bursts of snow, did you notice that? Come in from the east and the west. They're kind of focused here across central and eastern New England with some deeper blues, indicating some moderate to perhaps heavy bursts over the course of late morning to early afternoon, particularly like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or so. Temperatures topping out in the 20s to lower 30s, but look at the cold air already coming into western New England. So we're going to squeeze out a lot of that moisture as the Arctic air comes in. Temperatures falling over the course of the afternoon to evening, especially with the snow intensity and coverage tapering off and winding down between about 3 and 5 p.m. Still some light pockets of snow that may linger, particularly for the south shore of the Cape, till about 6 to 8 p.m. Outer Cape, a lingering snow shower after that. Then the temperatures really fall. We're already sub-zero by the time we get tomorrow, late afternoon, and many of us going sub-zero in western, northern, central New England, low single digits for Saturday night into Sunday morning. So how much snow? We put a little more detail in this map. It's variable. The white shaded here area, 1 inch. We bump it up to about 2 when you get near Hartford, more like 3 for most of eastern Connecticut in through Rhode Island. But then these deeper blues indicate a widespread of 4 to 6 that will be likely across a lot of central, eastern Massachusetts, down along the south coast, more like 3 near the canal, a little bit less on the mid and outer Cape. But do you notice locally higher totals? That little wind shift I talked about may help to focus some totals that are higher than that, 6, 7, potentially 8 inches from far southern York County, the New Hampshire Seacoast, eastern Essex County. We'll see if that can pivot down into Boston or Metro West and then down through the South Shore. So we'll keep you posted on that. 1 to 2 in far northern New England, but you notice it is probably going to end up being a widespread 2 to 4 across much of Vermont, central and southern New Hampshire with some higher totals there, and then little, if anything, real sharp cutoff across southern Maine where the amounts will ramp up quickly. It is a fluffier snow with the Arctic air coming in, and with the blowing and drifting that occurs, you're going to see the roads clear and then some of that snow come back as the gusts really ramp up from early afternoon into the evening. Notice we go 25 to 35 miles per hour and then boom, 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts from late afternoon through the evening hours. As the cold air comes in, it's also going to be in the wind chill takes a nosedive. A little bit lighter wind, but still adds that bite to the air, 10 to 20 mile per hour gusts in northern New England. And then we do throttle back a little bit through the overnight Saturday, Sunday, still some gusts around 20, 35 miles per hour. And then it will ease somewhat during the day, but it still remains strong out of the northwest. So look at these predicted wind chills. That's the Arctic cold front. Do you see what happens? It moves from west to east. So even though we're actually feeling like the teens to lower 20s early in the day, look at that sharp drop by late afternoon and evening, 10 to 20 below zero, 20 to 30 in the coldest spots of western, northern New England, 20 below in Worcester, even about 5 to 10 below all the way back down to Cape Cod, 15 to 20 below along the south coast of Connecticut. So we're waking up to an absolutely frigid start on Sunday morning. This is the type of cold where the frostbite can set in as little as 30 minutes. You have to be bundled up, layered up, covering up your exposed skin. It feels like it's sub-zero pretty much all day on Sunday, coldest in far northern and western New England. And although it is very cold again Sunday night, there's a little bit less wind. Nonetheless, a frigid start as you wake up Monday morning. So for kiddos at the bus stop for early planning, they got to be layered up and bundled up for recess and the bus ride home. It'll feel a little bit better, teens to lower 20s as we head into Monday afternoon. So these high temperatures, remember we looked at the hour by hour, a little deceiving, right? Because they're early in the day, 20s to near 30 and teens in western New England. Actual temperatures dropping below zero as that Arctic air comes in, single digits to the coast, teens, and actually some ocean effect that may clip portions of the outer Cape. Sunday's highs only in the teens, single digits north. So portions of far southwestern New England may see some record cold high temperatures. For somewhere like Boston, it's like a 14 to 15 degree record cold high temperature to date for Worcester to Boston. So we may not make it. Nonetheless, it is a bitter day. Sunday night, sub-zero again to right around 4 in the city of Boston. Single digits for the South Shore and Cape. We make a decent rebound on Monday. Sunshine, building clouds, teens and 20s with the northwest breeze. Monday night is cold again, but the wind will be a little bit lighter, right around or less than 10 miles per hour. Still about 5 to 10 below zero in far northern New England. And then look at that. By Tuesday, this will feel nice, right? 20s to lower 30s. The one thing we're going to watch as some of this relatively milder air comes in and collides with that previous Arctic air, we may get a couple snow showers, especially as we head into the later Tuesday timeframe. Here it comes blossoming out of eastern Canada, the upper Great Lakes. So a little bit of snow possible for the Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe. You'll see that indicated right here in our app in the 14-day forecast. You get the hourly, pinpoint your exact location, thousands of 5-star reviews. Give it a download. It's the only weather app you're going to need. You also have our membership opportunities on there as well. 4 levels to choose from. Our 1 degree outside champions, Gate City Reflexology and Massage up in Nashua, New Hampshire. GateCityMassage.com to make your appointment today, and O'Brien's Garden Center in Danvers, Massachusetts for all of your gardening needs. They are excited to see us again when they open up in spring.